This is the final product. I'm really happy with it. Right, so I have everything I need now. Got the 2 pieces of wood. These are going to be where I put the foam and leather around. These are going to be the 2 pads on your shoulder right here. So anyways, they look like old ass pieces of wood, but I was grinding so like metal dust, and then it rained and it discolored the hell out of them. But these are 2 strong pieces of like oak plywood, so this is going to be really good. You want something strong. Okay, so first thing I needed to do was figure out how I was going to get the bolt to go through here, and then I needed to fasten a nut onto here at the top, and I didn't want this to keep spinning, because if you're just trying to put a nut on it and the bottom isn't going to stay, then the whole thing's just going to spin. Your nut won't get tight, you know. So what I did to solve that problem was I got these type of bolts. They have a little square at the end, as you can see there. That's kind of how they lock in, because they're rounded on the top. So then I got these washers called a torque washer, I guess, and they have these spikes on them. So what I did is took that, put it over the hole, smashed it in. So now when this goes through here, it'll reach that square part and it'll lock it in. And then as I twist to tighten it eventually with the nut, the nut will just pull it even tighter, and I won't have to worry about the bolt spinning. So that's kind of the way I'm gonna do. That's just kind of the design I came up with to get these attached to the calf machine. So now that you understand that, let's get to it. Cool, got those in. Take all these. Now you can kind of see how nicely that goes on there. And this is going to be the side that your shoulder is going to be on. It's going to be covered up with a pad, but even then, like the head of a bolt would be a lot more aggressive on your shoulder if it were to come into contact with it, rather than this, how it's super smooth. Okay, this is what I want. Just a hard pad on top of the wood. And now we take our leather and we do some measuring. Okay, so now I've got all the foam where I want it. I actually ended up adding just one more layer and holding it there with some tape, because I'm not sure how big this leather needs to be, and I don't want to cut it too short. Woo! Okay, we're getting there. Kind of see the idea now. Okay, that's pretty much what it's going to look like when it's done. All right, all done, and this is the final product. I'm really happy with it. It was honestly super easy. Just get a staple gun, get the leather. My biggest thing was just making sure, like, when it pushes down, that there wasn't like a lot of slack in it. So I kept having to like stretch it after I'd already stapled it down. But the second one was a lot easier because I already learned that mistake. So here we go. These are gonna look sick on the machine. The snake skin was just inspired by Kyle, and they were all out of black, so he's just like, use that. So that's why we went with snake skin, if anybody's wondering.